I'm Trevor Long.
And I'm Elena.
And we are Long Relationships. We're here today with Raphael and Kate. Welcome, guys.
Thank you very much.
Now, we've known Raphael for how long?
More than a year now.
Yes.
We met at an awesome event and we had lunch together, so that was really nice.
Yes. Healthy lunch.
Yes, a very healthy lunch.
And we met Kate at one of our meetups about 6 months ago, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
So the Sydney Relationships Meetup, we hold events every month. And these guys actually met at our meetup.
6 months ago.
6 months ago. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
And that would be a great story in itself.
Yes,
but
just
there's
meeting
more.
and connecting.
There's more, and that's why we're here today to discuss the rest of the story. Because who bought the book? Was it
Me.
Kate bought our book, Long Relationships, Cracking the Relationship Code, which we wrote
April last year.
April last year, primarily because we find most relationship books boring and hard to relate to.
Or not very easy to apply in real life because they inspire you, as Kate was saying in our conversation before. And so what do you do with it? Yeah, but this one has a more practical approach.
So these guys have a little bit of a story about one of the chapters in the book. So Kate, what happened?
So I bought the book and then I would like Raphael to also read it. So I passed him my Kindle. And it's very funny that before I was asking him to read the chapter of Share Gold, and then we were talking about something and I had an argument, and then the next day I text him say that he should read the chapter Man Enough, and then he actually already started reading that before telling me. So we were kind of like thinking about the same thing at the same time. And during the argument, there is one thing that kind of irritates me the most is I don't really get the opportunity to express myself, or when I was emotional and Raphael was there also justifying himself, which I find a lot of men do that during the argument. And
because we like to be right.
Yeah, exactly. And then
to fix the issue.
Yeah. Well, and then there is a saying that if you win the argument, you will lose the relationship, especially for men. And I guess it's very important for men in the relationship, especially when there is argument, that they listen to their partners and then before they offer any solutions. And
how did you feel going through that process for the first time?
Applying the process from the chapter.
Yeah,
after you read it.
So the chapter itself was very eye-opening for me, because I was thinking to myself that I was coming from a loving heart and caring and so on, and I wanted to help her. But on that night, we obviously couldn't really think about or find a solution, and that again the men find a solution.
We just want to fix things, right?
Yes. And we didn't end up anywhere, and the next day I felt quite bad, and at that time that you sent me a message saying please read that chapter, and I was like, okay, I'm going to read it, and I've spent half an hour to just read it from A to Z, and I was like, ding! The light bulb opening in my head, and I was like, okay, that's women are not trying to be fixed, but they just want to be heard, to be supported, and to know that I'm here, I'm holding her, and I'm here for her, and I'm being her rock. So yeah, that was very practical, and the next time that we had an argument, I was able to apply it. And I think it was more for me to understand that I don't need to fix the issue, but I just have to be there for her.
I'd like to add something to it, because I think if there is an issue, it's always good that we can figure out a solution together. However, during the argument, I guess women doesn't need to discuss the solution. They want to be understood and listen, heard.
Because they're at the emotional level, you can't be rational. It's one or the other. And unless you address your fears of being left out or not being heard, you
Yeah.
can't actually move on to the conscious discussion and finding the way
Exactly.
forward.
Yeah.
And how did you feel that Raphael was actually listening to you? How did that
Like
make
now after
you during the argument and afterwards? How did that make you feel?
I want to take a step back, and then I just don't feel like I want to. When he was trying to approach me, and then I was like, "Don't touch me."
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
So
like
that was before.
that was like during the
During the
argument.
argument.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I feel like. I want to. I don't feel love, and I don't feel that I am protected by him. So I don't want to go closer to him.
Mm.
So that's how I feel straight after or during the argument.
Mhm.
What
Mhm.
happened the next time you applied the learnings from that chapter? How did you feel differently, Kate?
I think he is now more conscious that when we have a disagreement or we were about to start an argument, he wasn't in a hurry to like justifying himself or explain his point of view. So I guess it just gives me opportunity to express my feelings and then my point of view. So I think that's important. Like for women, that they want to express their feelings as well. But maybe for men, it's not the top prioritized need. However, I think for women, they want to be, they want to be accepted emotionally. So I guess that's very important. So I think Raphael is more conscious now. So he kind of like applied that to our small, tiny arguments now. So he is more conscious and be able to take a step back. Withhold all his opinions before I finish and express my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's very important.
Well done,
very
guys.
well said, thank
Yeah.
you.
And it's important to note that arguments are perfectly normal
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But how you deal with those arguments,
exactly.
that's how you become successful in relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then thank you for the guide in the book, and then
Yeah.
that's
Thank you.
very useful.
Yeah,
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
happy.
Yes.
that's helped us a lot.
Yes.
No, thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's why we do what we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a great pleasure to chat to you. Thank you so much. I hope someone else learns from your experience as well. And have a great time, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.